Our computer science project is based off of a game called The World's Hardest Game. The objective of the game is to get from one end of the course to the other without being touched by any of the obstacles. We made the game in the perspective of a CSCA20 student going through the course from week 1 to week 12.
We start from level 0 and have 10 levels in total. In each level, the obstacle the students facing get progressively harder to complete. Some other features of the game include a level counter and death counter. The obstacles also have different features such as moving horizontally, vertically, following the student, and many more. We also added music to the game.
We also added text to the game between levels and also when the student gets to the end of the maze. This was done to make the game more interactive and gave the user an idea of the thoughts a CSCA20 student has while going through the course. To begin the game, you simply have to click the green flag. This cues the music to begin and brings you to the home screen. You then have to click on the start button to begin the game. Once clicked, level 0 appears. We made this level very easy to let the user get the hang of the game. All they need to do is get the student from the start of the maze to Professor Harrington at the end.
Once the student touches Professor Harrington, they move on to the next level. Level 1 consists of the first topic we covered in the course, which was algorithms. We simply made the obstacle move from left to right. If the student touches the obstacle, they restart it at the beginning of the level. Level 2 consists of the obstacle chasing that also moves horizontally, similar to algorithms in Level 1. Level 3 consists of the last material we were taught before term test 1, which has loops and leaps. We made it obstacles move vertically up and down.
Level 4 is the first very challenging level and matches the difficulty of term test 1. The obstacles from the previous level are still included here, but there's also another additional obstacle the student has to face. There's a cannon that is fixed in position and shadows the student's movement by turning. It also shoots projectiles called Term Test 1 that chase after the student.
We decided to remove the maze outline so there was more space to add obstacles. Level 5 consists of a bug that we named Debug, which follows the movement of the student. We also added the additional feature of making Professor Harrington move right when the student is about to touch him to make the game a little bit more difficult.
Level 6 was created based on the email validator assignment we were assigned for homework. There are 2 email sprites that accelerate towards the student from a fixed position. The direction of their acceleration depends on the student's initial position.
Level 7 is of a similar style of the first term test, but in this level, we have a cannon shooting term test 2 instead, and the same obstacle from the previous 2 levels. Level 8 introduced Python to the game. We use a sprite of a snake that follows the student's movement in this level.
Level 9 contains some of the same obstacles as in the previous levels. However, this time there is an obstacle surrounding Professor Harrington from 3 out of the 4 sides. The obstacle shadows Professor Harrington's movement as well.
The final level contains a sprite of the final exam. This sprite moves in a random direction, but in a straight line. Whenever it touches the border, it bounces back and moves in the opposite direction.
Once the game is complete, the student has the option to replay the game by clicking the replay button. That pretty much sums up our game. Thanks for watching.